who's third in the league in catches this season and ready for more this week.
EA's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dragons of Houston taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He finds his man complete. It's Crawford.
When you look at this defense,
it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Frazier. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Lawrence.
On the right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nash. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed, or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hand. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a 2nd option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, first.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Up the middle they go. Fowler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Fowler, and his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston set to take over. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap get.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And the stop will come inside the 5 of the 4. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Frazier.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Frazier to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, he bowls over him. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
He's a gain of 6. First down, Houston.
On first down, Long. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
Now Lawrence on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Nash. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. On play action, Lawrence. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 17-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dragons continue to pull away here in this first half. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They go play action with Lawrence. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Steelers' 8-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence.
His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Dragons have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it, because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second half.
There's still another half?
Extra point forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And there he goes, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fowler, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fowler.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
3rd down and 10.
Throwing is Frazier.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
middle they go. It's Fowler. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Frazier.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Fowler. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 21-yard
To throw is Frazier.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. Frazier. And this is going to be intercepted. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final done.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's long. Now this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Here's second and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8.
Here's Lawrence.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
No surprises him running again here is something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
This is caught.
A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And he fends him off. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
Now Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 24-17, your final score. From there, we're out to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals let a few too many slip away over the course of the year, but a victory there does get them back to 8-8 with one game to go. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
John, 17.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
He finds his man complete. It's long. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He finds his man complete. It's long. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Dragons.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nash. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Dragons have got it on cruise control. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Here's Frazier. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. From the 21, here's second and 2.
At the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. Frazier. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Fowler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Frazier. He finds his man, complete. That's Chavez. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. Frazier. And he will find his man on the outside. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Frazier. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the number 1 spot.
He stiff arms him. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down, Houston.
On first down, long. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Lawrence will throw.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Long.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Lawrence.
Touchdown! From 6 yards away.
And the Dragons extend their lead yet again. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. It's Chavez.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fowler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Frazier to throw.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Frazier.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gets him to 1st before he's brought down.
65 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
They'll run on 1st down.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's long, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's long, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
They'll try the left side. Long. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Fowler. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Frazier. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Frazier.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
On 1st and 10. Frazier. He's got this one complete to Fountain. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Off play action. Frazier. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Now this going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 5.
Back to throw. Frazier toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And his kick here is good. And they get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Houston set to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Here's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Lawrence.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Frazier. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To throw on second down, Frazier. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Check right. Ready.
On first down, Long. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Houston,
they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.